I don't accept your apology. So a white person said something extremely racist. Then for the photo op, he got a bunch of black preachers to surround him while he gave his public apology. I have never accepted anybody's apology for something that they did or said that revealed their nature. You don't have to apologize, in my eyes, for your nature. If you don't like me because of the color of my skin, that is your nature. There is nothing that I want to do with you thereafter. So there's no need for an apology. A man does not apologize for his nature. The slave apologizes for his nature. A man stands behind every word that he says. A man thinks carefully about every word that he is going to say. I have never been in an argument and regretted something I have said, because while I'm arguing, I am thinking about what I am saying, even in the heat of the moment. I've never resorted to petty insults. I've never resorted to drama, because actually I don't like drama in my life, so why would I resort to drama? I'm not a dramatic sort of person. I'm a very thoughtful person. And in my book, thoughtful doesn't mean like I say nice, girly, homosexual type things to somebody. I'm thoughtful in the sense that I think about what I'm about to say. And if I don't want you around me, I'm going to say the exact words that will cause you to exit from my presence. And that does not include insulting you. 9 times out of 10, I point out the facts. I point out what you have done and the shortcomings that you have in your life that has led you to try to argue with me. You should try it sometimes. It's a beautiful thing. I don't get involved in the argument. I psychoanalyze people in the heat of the moment and question their own intelligence for doing so. It's making fun of them, but it's not making fun of them. It's a sort of psychological torture without actually torturing them. You don't have to resort to names. Everything I say is serious, and it shuts people down. So if this white racist person wants to say white racist things, bigoted things, there is no need for an apology. You revealed your nature. And we as black people have to stop accepting apologies for this. Why would you accept an apology for that? The people are revealing their nature. All you have to do is make sure you take note who said it, and then you take note who is supporting this person. You can't get back at somebody if you have no clue of how to get back at them. How do you get back at people in 2015? This is how you get back at somebody in 2015. Anybody financially supporting such a person, you write them a little note. Because you are financially supporting this racist, I will no longer, for the remainder of my natural born years on this earth, purchase anything that you have. I will not even watch a program that you are advertising on. I won't ever set foot in a store that you own. I will not even click on a website that you have created. That's how you get back at somebody racist. And this doesn't go just for the person who's racist. It goes for everybody who supports him too. That's how you get back at somebody like that. And you have to pay the ultimate price when you're racist like that. It's a serious game. Finance beats everything. Let me repeat that. Money beats everything. Without money, people starve. Without money, people can't pay their bills, can't pay their employees. And I know people say, well, that $1 million company isn't going to lose any sleep over you sending them a note that you are not going to support them. You know what? That might be true if it were one person. But when 20 million people send them a note like that, I think they might have second thoughts about that. And they might contact the network and say, oh, you know what? We're not going to support that guy on your TV. We're pulling advertisement from that guy, right? That's how it's handled. You don't have to get mad. They call you the N-word. Don't get mad. You just make sure you research everything about that person. Now, I wanted, as a part of my think tank, I wanted to have a little group that did nothing but research that kind of stuff. Now, I know people listening to that will say, oh, that's a bunch of work from the other people do it. The Jews do it. They have people in Israel who do nothing but research the stuff online. They have people in Israel who do nothing but research the stuff in TV, the stuff in commercials, the stuff in movies, the stuff in TV shows. And there's a group for each one of those things. The stuff in newspapers, the stuff in magazines, the stuff in Hollywood. Another group, another group, another group. I told you we need to take a page out of their playbook. We need to learn all of their maneuvers. And that's how you do it. If somebody wants to bring attention to themselves for being racist, don't go to the apology meeting. Who wants to see that? That doesn't matter. What you want to do is research who is supporting that guy. Now, we had a bunch of Negro preachers behind this guy at the photo op. What you need to do there is write the members of the board, if they have a board for their church, and say, you know what? Nobody in my family will be visiting that church ever in life. May a millstone be cast about his head and all of your heads, and you all thrown into a very, very bottomless lake. That's how you handle that. It's about money, dear. It's about money, honey. I keep telling you that your religion isn't what you think it is. And people coming on my channel will say, well, he's the one true God. The one true what? Really? You think the God who created everything only visited 20 people? Really? There are thousands of religions. And somebody said, it's not a religion. It's really true. It's a religion. That's the whole point of it. It's a religion. And today, in this day and age, it's about money, honey. Let's take up tithes and offerings. Let's take up tithes. There's even churches who say, if you don't tithe, you're going to hell. If you don't tithe, you're going to hell. Whoever said if you don't tithe, you're going to... Well, where does it say that in the Bible? Show me the verse. And then I'll show you the documentation that says that the person who wrote that Bible on that day, that verse on that day, was nothing but a low-life scum, greedy, economic sapping, sucking piece of trash. And they wrote that in, ooh, this will really get them. They're going to tithe. We're going to create this notion of tithing to because God needs money. Apparently you don't believe in God, right? There's like a little song. He's got the whole world in his hand, right? If he's got the whole world in his hand, that means he's got all the trillions and trillions of dollars that the Federal Reserve has, and all these trillions that the other big corporations are tossing around between these. He's got that in his hands too. Does he really need your $20? I'm telling you, no, he doesn't. I'm telling you, you've been run over roughshod. You've been ridden wet. You've been ridden hard and put away wet. And you have Negro preachers standing behind this white man who has called somebody out of their name and said some totally Nazi-ish, KKK-ish Democratic stuff. And they're just screaming behind him. Oh yeah, apologize. That takes care of everything. He said it because that's his nature. He didn't say it because he really loves black people. He said it because that's his nature. He's revealing to you his nature. What you're supposed to do is accept it. Write it down. Keep a list. These are the stores that we don't go to, son. These are the stores that we don't go to, daughter. We don't go to these. Do you really think the Jews don't sit up and say, make sure You don't go to these stores. I guarantee you they do. I guarantee you they do. And if they can, they'll look for any excuse to sue the store, to sue the company, to sue the business, any excuse. Anyone will do. And even if they don't even have a chance of winning, they're going to rack up a friggin' lawyer fee like nobody's business. What are they gonna do? They're gonna have continuances out the wazoo. It's gonna be years and years, nothing but lawyers' fees. And on their side, they don't have to pay anything because they are the lawyers. I'm telling you, you need to take a page out of these people and learn. This is how you gain power. It's all about money, and money is power. These preachers need to be denounced. That is not godly. You're not beholden to Satan as a preacher. And you all need to wake up and say, hey, preacher man, I saw you up there on the podium with the racist guy. What are you doing? Oh, we need to forgive him. No. It's time out for that. We're not talking about he walked over a hungry guy. We're talking about he revealed his nature and you said, oh, that nature's A-okay with me. Apologize and it'll all be good. That's like the church that says confessing a sin means you've been forgiven. No, that's not the doctrine. That's not it. Repentance has nothing to do with opening your mouth. Repentance has nothing to do with talking to another human being. Repentance means that you stop doing what you were doing. Cold turkey. Apologizing does nothing about the nature of this man. Absolutely nothing. I didn't even know who came up with the idea that apologizing in public somehow exonerated people who were racist. What does that do? That does absolutely nothing. What about the people who beat people because they're black? Beat them and kill them. Is an apology going to do it? That's their nature. And as far as the scale goes, that's just a sliding scale. Calling them the N-word all the way up to murdering black people. Apologizing has nothing to do with it. Adults don't apologize. A man does not apologize. Get that out of your head. Or shall I say, put that into your head. A man does not apologize. When your nature is revealed, you need to shrug and keep going. And if somebody else's nature is revealed, you need to take note of it. We have John McCain as a senator in the United States. John McCain, who was convicted of treason. He's sitting up there as big as day. People are getting away with stuff and nobody's doing anything about it. Black people need to stop turning the other cheek, or what they think turning the other cheek is. When they take your children and put them in a classroom and say, this is how you think, that's not turning the other cheek. You're putting the entire race in danger of extinction, in danger of servitude. That's not turning the other cheek. You need to wake up. Thank you for watching the Shakaama Live Show.